everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Friday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Finally, some action. I thought Hot Toys was going out of business, and you guys were going to have to call me the inner veteran for a little bit because this is ridiculous. They're getting lazy. The worst company in the 6-scale community, Hot Toys. Lazy. How are you going to give us no figures, no product all week? What do you mean? Just kidding, guys. But we have not probably, right now, this figure, okay, this head sculpt is the most incredible Han Solo head sculpt we've gotten. Again, this is the best one yet. There is more coming, and we're going to get into all of that. So, guys, there's 16 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and relax. That's it. Hit the like button and relax. Okay? It's going to be a fun stream. We got a lot to talk about. Tonight's stream, sponsored by Babo. He got all the drama for tonight. A lot of interesting stuff with this Han Solo figure in general because of that jacket, which we're going to get into. Let's see who's in here already. Guys, there's 18 of you guys here. Please hit that like button as you come in. Thank you guys for being here. We got Ron in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you? I'm doing. Now that's a Han, right? All right. Did you change your name, Ron? Looks different. Oh, it's everybody's different. That's weird. Everybody's has an at the front now. Tali, how are you? Welcome.
Hello.
Happy Friday. Welcome. Babo.
How you doing?
Babo, remember the days of Grumpy old Harrison not wanting to clear his likeness for figures? I told you guys, these figures will never end. Han Solos will never end. Luke Skywalkers will never end. Anakins will never end. Leia's, it's a different story, which we're going to get into as well. I know everybody's excited. Oh, that means Leia.
I don't think so.
We got Chris. How are you, my friend? Well,
I'm doing.
He is live and direct from the UK. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to Patrick. I always forget Patrick. Patrick, I apologize. Okay. Patrick, shout out to Patrick. Shout out to TK421. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to you, Chris. I always leave Patrick behind. But Patrick, he took one of my figures away from me, so I don't know if I should say hello anymore. Oh, my God. Ernesto, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Big Dog, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. Hot Toys keep dropping. Yep. What I want to know is, where is the king in art?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
What a joke of a company. Guys, there's 25 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Just hit the like button and relax. Like I always tell you guys, hit the like button as you come in and relax. That's it. It doesn't hurt anybody. Let's see. We got Michael in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Also, shout out to Michael. He got me some fire. I didn't even know. This guy knew right away. He knew what I need. He knows what I need. He knew what I needed. I did my my Wasp figure, and right away he went searching for my Ant-Man. He got me my Ant-Man. He's a legend. Michael, you're a legend. Moose, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Hello, community of collectors. I hope all are well. I pre-ordered Han Solo with a 20. Oh, so did I. That thing went up so fast. I was like, pre-order, like so fast with a $20 thanks coupon code, which is always nice to get a nice little break. The price of that figure was not bad at all either, which I'm kind of surprised at. And it's very telling of what's coming, which I know some people think we're getting something that we're not. So we're gonna get into all of that. We got Gerardo in the house. Welcome, my
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. Guess I'm not a minority that doesn't mind the Arthur Jahan, but this Bespin one is glorious. Well, I didn't care for the Return of the Jedi one. That was a great figure too. I think the problem with that figure was that expression, right, with the wrinkles on the forehead. So that is, the only thing that, again, regarding that figure specifically, could have been an issue, right? Now, compared to this, you could say, that one's ugly compared to this one, absolutely. But again, different figure, different movie. Remember, different time. He was already aged by that Return of the Jedi. This is, remember, Empire Strikes Back, so it's before that one. So he's supposed to be younger, obviously. But again, the head sculpt looks incredible. Let's see. Who else is in? Someone. So wait, what do you mean? I've been up. What are you talking about? Gilbert, my friend, welcome.
I'm doing.
You're lucky I remember your what do you call it? Your name, because look what's coming out. Pollyanna 0. See what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's YouTube, I don't know if it's StreamYard, but everybody has an at and their name is very weird now. Albert, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing.
Hey, same thing with the logos. If I didn't know the logos, forget it. I would be like, who the hell is Amagana? That's what happens. Moro, welcome. How are you?
Hello.
Hello, I'm Mauro from Venezuela. Mauro, bienvenido. ¿Sabe qué? Yo viví en Venezuela. Yo viví en San Juan de los Morros, en Venezuela, cuando tenía como unos 7 años. Y antes de regresarme para Colombia, yo viví en Caracas como por 2 semanas. Lo peor. ¿Y eso era qué? ¿Los 80? No, los 90, 91. Eso estaba feo, con los estudiantes peleando con la policía cada rato. Se tiraban las bombas de gas lacrimógena. ¡Qué desastre! Pero bienvenido. We have, I hate the new, right? I don't know what's going on. I don't like it. It's weird. And if I didn't know you guys, your, what do you call it? Your logos, I would be calling everybody some strange names. We got Luch in the house.
Hello.
Welcome. Let's see. Who is this? Who is F227 Chris? That's what I'm saying. I don't know who this person is. Who is this? Tell me who you are. Surprised they don't do artisan head sculpt. I'll wait for a new Hope art. Well, it's coming. It's coming. Eventually, it's coming. So it's only a matter of time. Everything's not going to be made artisan, but they're going to make artisan, So whoever you are,
Hello.
let me know your name, please. I don't know if this is Chris Santos or not, but if it is you, Chris, welcome, my friend. I don't know. This is what happens. I don't know why YouTube is doing this, which is very weird. Okay, so much chat about Han Solo. This guy. All right, let's so fast. This Han Solo means Leia incoming. I just said we're gonna get into it. That's what people are expecting right now, and that's why I'm gonna burst some bubbles. Let's see who else is in here. I'm going from I don't collect Star Wars to could I? That's what happens. I'm going to give you an example. Michael C., channel member. Okay. He was pure Terminator. Okay. Go look at his collection now. It is inevitable. Once you get into one thing, you're going to want something else and something else, because the figures are so good. They look great. Everything about the figures are great. So it is impossible to hate collecting, especially Hot Toys. So that's the problem. Once you get into something, good luck trying to stop yourself from, oh, wow, that could go really well with that. That could go really nice with that pair. That's what happens. And then you need a third job. Oh my God. It is insane. I know this logo, and I can't think of the name, and this is what I mean. Welcome, whoever you are, please tell me your name.
Hello.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I know the logo, I know you're here all the time, and I don't know who DTA Life is. So let me know your name. This is crazy. I hate it. I hate it. Guys, it's 30 of you guys here. Please hit that like button as you come in. Thank you guys for being here. Somebody keep track of the likes for me as well, just so I know if we got garlics in here. I have never heard of speaking Mexican. Speaking Mexican. Oh my God. No, I speak it. I speak, but why would I speak Spanish here if nobody, you know? Let's see. Oh my God, David in the house.
Hello.
Look at this. I'll never forget this guy. I don't know what Starscream is, but I know it's David. Welcome, my friend. Oh, Leo, I knew it. I said, I know this thing. Welcome, my friend. Say, this is horrible. I hate not knowing the people. And again, I know everybody's logo. I just, so thank God for the logo. Because I'd be like, who the hell are you? Who sent you here? How many likes am I up to right now? We got 30 in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. You get one. Imagine. That's the worst example, Chris. That is horrible. But again, I understand the appeal of Exo 6 if you love Star Trek. I get it. Nobody else is making them that good. Nobody else is making them like that, I guess. You know, I don't see third party getting into that. So again, I get it. It does not mean they're good. Okay, they're very decent figures. They're giving you what you want, right? Like I said, great outfits. The likenesses are very good. But again, this is all generic stuff. This is all very basic stuff. These bodies are not anything special. These bodies are not anything custom. These bodies are, you know, and if you want to judge a figure, you have to start from the body, which is why Hot Toys gets into we have to make our own bodies. As you say, nobody else is doing that. Who else is doing their own bodies?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
So that's why it's very important. It's very important to get into your own bodies because that dictates what the figure is going to do for you, right? That's why not every single body is the same. That's why you have bodies that are more articulatable than others because every figure is not supposed to be a Spider-Man figure. Can you imagine if a Batman 2.0, armored Batman 2.0 with a Spider-Man body? For what? Why do you need Batman to do, you know what I mean? Like that's why they know what they're doing. That's why they're the king. They will always be the king because they know what they're doing. Right? Getting a generic body and putting clothes on it. How is that an amazing product? That's a kit bash. Even worse. Iconic. Straight kit bash. Oh, make me a body. Make me a custom body. A Fison body. And then let me put some clothes on it. That's a kit bash. Hot Toys can never be a kit bash because they start from the ground up. Let's get the base, our body. Boom. We'll wrap it around whatever outfit this is going to be for. That's not a kit bash because you're starting from the body. You're making the body specific for that. So that's what people don't understand. Why Hot Toys is better. Why Hot Toys will always be the best because of that. Just that alone. Forget the licenses. Forget the amount of years they've been around. Forget everything else. The fact that they take the time to make their own bodies. Nobody else is doing that. So that alone tells you how much more they care about their product. That's why their product is always better than everybody else's. 18. Guys, please hit the like button. There's 30 of you guys here. Let me know when we're at least at 28 likes, guys, so we can get started because it looks like we got some garlics in here. Mitchell, how are you, my friend? Well,
Hello.
Bespin Han is a must-have. Already pre-ordered. I hope we get a horse. Take it easy. We're gonna get into it, Mitchell. We're gonna get into it. Don't get ahead of yourselves. You know you want. He said, "You know you want them." Unbelievable. I collect. Yeah, no, a lot of people do. A lot of people. Again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm not saying that. Oh, who collects that? That's no. It's just they're not They're definitely not better than in art. I can tell you that. Okay. So if that's the case, did anyone see the President Bond? So let me tell you this, Moose. He messages me and he goes, I'm getting an agent today. So I said, he goes, guess. He goes, I'm going to give you a hint. It's an agent because I'm getting a figure today. Guess what it is? It's an agent. So I'm like, the hell's an agent? I'm like, you collect figures from 1776. Like, it could be anything, you know? So then he goes, 007. So I'm thinking, completely forgetting that he's a garlic peasant. I'm like, oh, he's getting the new James Bond from Hot Toys. So he sends me a picture of it, and I'm like, oh, look, I completely forgot what the Hot Toys box looks like. So I see that it's that one, the Commando version, and I'm like, oh, he's getting the again. Just that's what I thought. I didn't even know anybody else had made it. Well, this garlic knot sends me a picture of 8-Ball. I don't know if you guys know what an 8-Ball is, okay? 8-Ball is this third-party company. Complete garbage. And that's what he got. And I'm like, oh, he got that. And then when I see the picture, I'm like, what the hell, Joe? I'm like, what are you buying? That's Joe. That's Garlic Joe. Okay. Let's see who else is in here. Oh, I see what you mean. We're looking at accounts with Fabs. We're getting hacked. You know how much my purse. Oh my God. No, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this is happening.
0.0.
Which again, it's just throwing me off because everybody's name was always, normal. And I was like, who are you? Who sent you here? The Alchemist, my friend. Welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. If I knew they were going to release Bespin Han, I would not have. Yeah, but again, obviously that's whatever you want to do. But it's a different movie. It's a different product. It's a different looking Han Solo because, again, remember, he was older in the Return of the Jedi. So, again, it comes down to whatever you want, period. But I will never understand how somebody will say, and people are already selling it. It's already up for sale. People are already putting the one that just came out up for sale, the Return of the Jedi version for sale. I will never understand why people do that. It is not the same exact thing. It'll never be the exact same thing. The head sculpt alone is different. Accessories are different, right? Outfits are different. So again, I will never understand. But I tell you guys all the time, people just need to have that new one for whatever reason. Forget the old one. I just need that new one until the newer one comes out. Like, I don't know how people, again, it's a personal issue. It's everybody's, way of collecting, right? If that's what you do, then that's what you do. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Be nice. It could have Lucy JC to the Neftine Inks. What is that? I thought the same. I like the able to. It's all garbage. Again, it is what it is. But so actually, look at that April Tony. That outfit, horrible. The pants, horrible. It doesn't look professional. It looks like another Kit Bash. And the head sculpts are not great. But again, it is what it is. He probably got it for $2, so it doesn't matter. But I thought it was a Hot Toys one, Chris, welcome.
Hello.
Chris promised me some super chats tonight, so I will be waiting for those. Guys, there's 35 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here as well. We got Derek in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
We got two.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome, my friend. Guys, hit the like button if you haven't yet. There's 34 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. It's just the way the collecting hobby is. It's built of major fumble, correct. Yep. Which again, it's a shame, right? Because it's that's part of why these figures don't hold any value, because people are so desperate to, you just need to get rid of it. It's if I could get, $250 back when I paid $3 and change, I'm okay, and it's like a desperation thing, which again, it's a personal thing. It is what it is. But I don't understand. I would never do that. I'll tell you that. But if I got Han, I would need Chewbacca, and he's low stock. See, that's what I'm saying. it sucks you in. When you get into something that you're not into, eventually you're going to see something that you're like, oh man, that'd be cool too. Boom, there you go. There's a second one. Then, oh man, look at that. I could have all three together. That'd be cool. Boom. It's inevitable. It always happens. Doesn't matter how much you try to stay away from things. Hot Toys is always going to kind of come out of left field with something gorgeous, something sexy, something that's going to catch your attention. And you're going to be like, damn. Happens all the time. Did you salute Mr. No, I didn't see. Oh, yeah, I did. I saw Luch. I said Luch, I think. I saw Luch. Let me see, actually. Let me make sure he's even here. Yeah, I saw Luch. Yep. Let me just make sure.
Hello!
I want him to cry. What up, my master opposing creating collector? Let's get this hot in our collection. Layers coming next. Oh, guys. Do not listen to non-collectors, please. Okay. Let's just get that out of the way. Let's see. Hot Toys works backwards. They put out the weaker figures first because the belief is that no one will buy the weaker figure. Well, I mean, I guess you could say that, but how do we know that there's a stronger figure coming? How do we know that the weaker figure was in Return of the Jedi and this is the stronger figure? So you can't really say that. Because again, every figure has its own thing for that figure. So weaker to who? How is it weaker? You know, so again, you could think however you want, but I don't think that's the case. Finally just unboxed BD Deadpool. Yeah, guys, I also got this guy. Finally. I haven't even opened it yet. Fractal Armor. I'm so excited. And then, like I said, the Sub-Zero is down the street. That one's already paid for too. So very, very exciting for that. I can't wait to do that video. Probably what's tomorrow? Probably tomorrow or Sunday. Joe, April Master.
I'm doing!
I've been more disrespected this big than my whole life. When you're a garlic peasant. Joe, this has been Joe all week. Joe's been suffering all week. Something happened with one of his figures that he's very deflated about, and every message from him to me has been and I mean literally, guys. This is not like, oh, he's just complaining. No. Literally tears down his face. Okay? Disgusting. Joe. Unbelievable. That is crazy, Joe. That is crazy. Yep, I stopped collecting for a couple months. Still, Hulk Venom just came out for PO. Yeah, guys, Chris is a statue collector. Don't really talk to him about 1/6. He doesn't really like that stuff. He's a sideshow veteran. I'm doing. Welcome. Guys, there's 34 of you guys here. Please hit that like button. How many likes are we up to, guys? Let me know so we can get started. Thank you, Moose. At least I appreciate him. He said my new figure. Unbelievable. Again, it was probably $80. It's okay. Why? Yeah, it's crazy, right? So annoying. I hate it. Let's see who else is in here. Fast ready, dude. Don't bring up Ronaldo. Unbelievable. That is crazy, right? That is so funny. I'm crying, Joe. I'm crying just like you yesterday. Oh my god. Oh my sister figures are in court. Yeah, those are cool. Astronauts are always cool. Doesn't matter even if they're third-party crappy stuff, they're cool. I will not get, just random stuff. I don't even have one. The closest thing I have to astronauts is the Wandering Earth by Damn Toys. Those 3 figures, the 2 Asian men and the female. That's about it. I love astronauts. I wanted astronauts, but third party, was it not Mars Toys? The ones with Matt Damon. I forget who made those. There were tiny figures like that. What was that figure that was tiny? The Dr. Fate figure, the Shazam figure, the Blue Beetle figure, right? Those tiny little bodies, that weird cheap suit. That's why I was like, nah. I guarantee that if ESB Han was released first, majority of collectors would be saying how much of a thank. Thank you for having common sense, my friend. Would be saying how much of a need the ROTJ Han is. What's old is lame. What's new is a must. Very well said. That's exactly correct. If this would have been the first one, oh, where's Return of the Jedi? We need the return. It's a joke. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand it. And that's why I said to Moose, weaker. That's not even it doesn't make sense to even say that because there's no weaker figure. Everything has its own, its own thing from each character within every film. So to say something's weaker, no, it's different, right? And the fact that he was aged in the Return of the Jedi, that's accurate, right? The expression, that's another conversation, but it's an accurate figure, but it's the community that does this. It's always the community. It's always, the people that have to be on top of all the new stuff. They don't really care about holding on to anything because they're not in the hobby really collecting for the passion of it. They're just need to be with the new one. That's it. I just need the new one. I just need to be relevant with the new one. Same thing with the YouTubers. You guys see what they do. They have to sell their stuff so they could keep up with the making videos. Because if they don't sell their stuff to get some money to put into the new figures to make their videos, you would have dead channels left and right. So they need to stay relevant by doing that. Always selling some shit. What are you collecting really? Because at some point, the stuff you're holding on to won't make the cut because I got to get it out of here because the new one's coming. So again, what is your collection about? Oh, guys, look, I collect Hot Toys. I got all the new stuff. So, but again, it's all personal stuff. It is what it is. Nefty, welcome back again. 2 in a row. Look at that.
I'm doing.
Welcome. 24 likes. Guys, we got 33 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. We should be at least 30 likes already so we can get started. Thank you guys for being here. I teared up my for a very good reason. Oh my God. Unbelievable. That is hysterical, Joe. I know what means, Bob. You'll be strong. He said you'll be strong. Oh my God. Bob?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, Bob. I don't think so. Bob?
Wrong.
Oh my God. I'm sweating right now. I didn't get my Ronaldo figure, so I cried a bit. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Oh my God, this guy. That is hysterical. Yeah, Premier Toys. There you go. So yeah, so those little tiny bodies, I don't need a cheap astronaut in my collection. Nah, I'm good. I'd rather not have it. I'd rather not get something cheap and cheap quality and just cheap overall. I'd rather not get anything than have some crappy stuff in my collection just taking up space for no reason. I'd rather save that room for an actual Hot Toys figure. Joe, you're still gonna get your Ronaldo next year, deluxe retirement edition. Oh my God. Escape Leia. Look at this guy. Oh my god, so funny. I hope you're right. I have no more tears left in my eyes, all dried out. Unbelievable. Let's see. Carla, my friend, welcome.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Welcome, welcome. Solo, how are you, my friend? This is Solo Echo.
Hello!
Solo Echo is Salomon Padilla. Look at that. Nice to meet you. Salomon. Personally, I'd rather have a New Hope Han because that's my favorite appearance of the character, regardless of how old the figure. No, again, it's all personal preferences. I just, again, will never understand how you think because something is new from another completely different movie, it's just suddenly better than the one that came out before from a completely different movie, a completely different time. Like, just weird, you know, very, very weird. Bob. 27 likes. I feel like taking. Guys, hit the like button. There's 35 of you gotten here. Thank you guys for being here. We need at least 30 to get started. So please hit the like button and relax. Just hit the like button and lay back and relax. We got a lot of conversation tonight, a lot of fun, speculation as well. I'm going to break some hearts tonight. I like us as made Gorn first. No, OS Kirk has been made because Nanjing doesn't think Gorn will sell as well after Kirk PO. Yeah, I don't even know how they operate. So they're lucky to be alive right now because during the tariffs, they almost shut down. Well, they did stop shipping for a while. So it's kind of sad when you got to, you know, when King Trump has your fate in his hands. Canada right now, no more negotiations with the trade deals because you guys try to be scumbags over there playing videos talking about Reagan said tariffs are bad. You guys are retarded. Just stop. Joe, tell your people to stop. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's see. On the wait list, just in case. Ron. Unbelievable. Guys, there's 38 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see. I think Joe has no heart left. No heart. Oh no, he's got heart. You don't have any tears left though. Chat, you don't understand why my email, not my name is shown. No, it's everybody, Carlo. I don't know what's happening. This is the first time I've streamed all week, and this is the first time it's happening. So I don't know. Guys, hit the like button. There's 36 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. Hit the like button. Yes, guys, hit the buttery cinnamon toast. Guys, hit the like button, please. We got 30. We should be at 35 at least. Thank you guys. Whoever hit the like button already. Thank you. Ash will be sure. Oh, Ash, no, he's sleeping. He's a bum. This youth, yeah, no, it's annoying. It's really annoying. I don't like it one bit. The best friend, it's crazy good. It's happening all over YouTube. Yeah, no, it's weird. Very weird. I hope it doesn't stay like this. I hope this is some type of glitch or something because I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Yes, I agree. Oh, so nice. All right, we should be at 30. We got 34 people in here. We should be at least 34 likes. Please hit the like button if you haven't yet. Let me check Instagram. Let's see who's here. Oh, I didn't even start Instagram. What an idiot. Let's see who comes in. What an idiot. We got one. Ragnar. I know that logo. Who's Ragnar? That's Carl. Oh, I know that logo. From my Instagram. Welcome, Ragnar. I see you. Let's see who else is in here. Let's watch the people come in. Fab's trying to sell our YouTube accounts. Imagine. I'm selling your information, guys. You guys keep it up. We're cutting off your power. You heard it here first. Imagine. I know you guys do have that power, though. You guys do have that power. That's scary. Joe, don't be mean all the time, Joe. Imagine. Oh my God. You're able to change your profile name in YouTube. Okay, there you go, guys. If you don't like it, go change it. Babo's on Instagram. It started sporadically 2 months ago. It's a virus. That's annoying. Come on, hit the like. Yes, guys, hit the like button. There's 33 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. We got Ash. Look at this bum, late as usual. Hello! Bum, another bum in the community that doesn't have the notification turned on. Bum, real bum. Real bum. Always, you guys gotta see the anger. Okay. The anger of Ash when he sees Trump on my news feed. Oh my God, this guy. That is Carlos. Oh my God. So funny. So funny. Eric, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Hello. Welcome. All right. So how many likes, guys? Let me know how many likes so we could get started. I can't believe Garlics. I can't believe we got Garlics. I don't understand why Garlics got to be here. Why Garlics got to be here? Next artisan, New Hope. I don't know why you guys got to do this. Why you guys come in here without supporting? All right, we got 30 likes. We'll wait. Figures, can we discuss Lay again? Your thoughts? No, we will. That's what I said. We're gonna get into all that stuff. Looks like people are duplicating people's avatar. Your username is unique, and I gotcha. So that makes sense. I see. So it's a security things for people not to be making multiple of the same name accounts with different avatars, I guess. That makes sense. 31. Guys, we should be at 34 at least. Hit the like button, please, so we can get started. Because I only collect good shit, Deadpool, Wolverine. He said I only collect the good shit. Unbelievable. No respect. Told you Ash was coming. No, I know he did. Joe saved you, Ash. Joe saved your life just now. He sacrificed his to save yours. Oh my God. I hit the like. Let's call out. All right, guys. How many? We got 35 watching. Guys, please hit the like button if you haven't yet so we can get started. Speaking of viruses, I have many of those. Oh my God.
Yikes.
I already started fap. Hey, yo, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Fap. Gross, Moose. Gross. Unbelievable. We got 36 watching. We should be at 35 likes. Please hit the like button if you haven't yet, guys. Just got Zombie Girl by Asmus Toys. Oh my God, the head scope is horrible. Yeah, Asmus is not, Asmus did, which I own literally every single figure except one, which is the last one from Devil May Cry 1, right? It was like the least exciting one. I'm gonna get it eventually, but it's so like not exciting. Every single figure from that line is very good. Again, I have every single Devil May Cry figure, doubles of each. Great likenesses, great figures. But I've seen a lot of the other stuff they make, and it's compared to other companies, it's not the best. If there's something else, if there's a figure that somebody else is making, Asmus is usually not the better one. Again, I don't know why that's the case, but that's what it is.
Yikes.
Oh my God. Sideshow, need to stop. Virus, no joke. Unbelievable. Ash, you missed that. 33 likes. Guys, one more. Actually, two more. Two more likes so we can get started. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I heard Trump lovers. It's not his fault. I heard. Oh my God. Let's see. I bought an Aspen's the mask figure for. No, again, that's another one. I have the original mask figure. Now they're making Ace Ventura. I think the Ace Ventura figures just started shipping a little while ago. I have the original, the mask figure from them, and then I have the Present Toys one as well with the dog head. I'm not getting any more. They're cool. They're really cool. Those the mask figures, but I'm not getting any more. 2 is enough. I just needed to have that dog look and then the regular mask. The movie was incredible. I've watched that movie a billion times over the years. It never gets boring. It never gets old. Great, great, great movie. Santa Claus in the house. Oh my God. Yeah, Joe. Just show me the video, Moose, of you with your trunk full of presents for me. Selfish. How many likes, guys? We got 31 watching. Unbelievable. 34 likes. All right, I guess we could do it now. Let's get started. Asnos the Love Mask with the has the dog mask. No. That's what I'm gonna talk about. I'm talking about the dog head sculpt that Present Toys came with. Not the dog, not Milo, not the dog Milo, no. The dog head sculpt that came for the mask figure. Remember when he was in the bar whistling? And then he was banging himself with the snap out of it? That head, the wolf head. All right, let's get started, guys. So here we go. In the words of Luch, strap it on. So as you can see right off the bat, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous head sculpt. Second thing you notice immediately, the jacket from Hoth, right? You get some goggles. You get the sexy gloves, right? Look how beautiful this looks. You get the Hoth look. Again, this is not the Hoth Han at all, okay? That figure is 100% coming down the line at some point. I don't know how close to this one they'll do it, but you better believe it's coming. Why? You need, again, Sideshow. Number one, Sideshow did both looks. Sideshow did the blue exclusive and they did the brown regular. Okay? What did I tell you guys over a year ago? Hot Toys it's getting into and has been getting into all of the figures that Sideshow did years ago. Okay? As you can see, Grievous, and obviously that's just an example, the Wolfpack stuff, right? So all these things are just a matter of time. So it is 100% coming. This is not it, though. Right? You're missing the scarf. You're missing the winter gloves. Right? You're missing the goggles. Even though these are not them, but you're missing, the cold goggles. So that's why, it looks beautiful. It looks great with the brown jacket. This is 100% how I'm displaying mine. There's absolutely no way. I already have the A New Hope, so I don't need another one with the blue vest, showing, or the blue jacket showing. But this is, how I'm going to display mine. Again, once the Hoth comes out, then you want to display it differently, then it is what it is. But that's how I'm going to be displaying mine. We got a super chat from Ash. Thank you, my friends. I'm ready for it. He said when. Give it a break, Ash. Give it a break. We have Han Solo right now.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Guys, there's 36 of you guys here. Please hit the like button if you haven't yet. We should be at 36 likes right now. We got Juan in the house. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Welcome. Oh, Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
So you are here. Nice. Okay. All right. So, like I said, so here's the, the standard look without the brown jacket. Again, something different. I don't think we have this look yet. Do I really care for the blue jacket? It's nice, but the brown jacket looks way more classy to me. Look at that. Way more sharp, way more badass. Again, to me, this is your standard Han Solo, which obviously people love that look. I don't really care for it that much when we have the brown jacket. If we didn't have the brown jacket, obviously this would be the way to go. As you can see, right, the pants look really nice. The boots, black boots. You got the blue long sleeve. Now, one thing that people lost their mind over. As you can see, $285. It's already up for sale on Sideshow. At this price point, there is no way we are getting this backdrop of the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. It ain't happening. Okay? Thanks to Bobo. Okay? Thanks to Bobo. Let me show you guys something real quickly, because it is very important. This is what Hot Toys had teased years ago. Okay. So I know people saw the cop and they're like, oh my God, it's coming. It's coming. What do I tell you guys? Does it mean it's not coming? No. Does this mean it's coming? No. But this is what Hot Toys does to hype up the figures. Same thing they did with Chewbacca and Leia. They are not making that Leia. The next, and I'm going to repeat it actually, let's do it properly. Let's do it properly.
Let me repeat for the fucking billionth time.
If a new Leia was coming because of the image of her being shown in the Chewbacca pictures, she would have been announced already. That's number one. Number two, I told you that by them showing you the entire figure in that photo shoot was only to hype up the figure. The next Leia, doesn't matter what movie she's from, has to be artisan number one, rolling eyes number two. Obviously, updated body, better articulation, blah, blah, blah. But those are the two main things. You're going to have artisan, most likely a New Hope Leia would be, the one to make more sense. But the rolling eyes is the update. Now, what does that mean? Every Leia with rolling eyes is going to be bigger than any previous Leia, because that is the update of every new figure. You pay attention to any older figure. I'm going to give you an example because I just did the video for that. For those who have both the Wasp figures, right? Remember the original one with the ponytail and not the new one with the yellow outfit and the short hair. Put them side by side. And those figures are what? 2 years apart? And you can see the size different immediately. Why? The head has to be bigger for the head sculpt, for the eyes, for the rolling eyes, right? The head sculpt has to be bigger for the rolling eyes. And the body also has to be slightly bigger to match the head sculpt. Why? Because you're going to have a bobblehead. You're going to have a big head, a bigger head with a smaller body. It's not going to go right. Not going to look good. It's going to look retarded. So that's why when we talk about 2.0s for Star Wars, as of right now, as far as I remember, there hasn't been anything labeled Star Wars 2.0. Why? There's no need. We don't need bigger bodies to promote bigger bodies for Star Wars. The updates naturally come in with the rolling eyes, because you can't have your standard size figures that didn't have rolling eyes back then to all of a sudden, let's just put eyes in them at the same size. It's never going to work. That's why they always update every single body with every single rolling eyes figure. So again, this was teased by Hot Toys years ago. People are still waiting for this right now. So what do they do with this? What does this mean? They're using what they own already, right? The cockpit, which again, it was supposed to come out. It never did. That's why Jazz Inc. jumped on it. to make the money. They saw, they saw people are going crazy for it. And as of right now, as far as I know, Jazz Inc. has been the only one to make that Millennium Falcon, which was a huge hit for them. So again, this does not mean that the cockpit is coming at all, right? Absolutely not. They're using it just like they use Leia to hype up the figure, to make the figure more exciting, to make the figure, oh my God, look how badass that looks. That makes you buy the figure. Whether you think the Millennium Falcon cockpit is coming or not, this is why they're doing it. So a new Leia, them showing you that Leia last year with Chewbacca never meant, oh, here it's coming soon, because it has to be updated. And they're not going to show you an old figure of a kit bash that they did, because remember, it was Hoth Leia's body with the other Leia's head sculpt with the folded braids. So that was something that they put together themselves, again, to hype the figure, not because it means that a new Leia is coming. Now, the new Leia announcement is going to be either teased within another figure, or it's going to be released just like this. Just here's Leia. Those are the only two ways that that's going to happen. And neither one has happened. Because remember, she was shoved into that photo shoot like she was part of the crew, which was the whole point. So that's what I mean by, So here's another pose. Again, beautiful head sculpt. The hair looks great. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look real as hell right now. That looks like Harrison Ford 1,000%. That thing is a 10 all day long. I don't know who dislikes this head sculpt. I don't know who says like this is ugly. But I'm telling you, if you're one of them, you are blind. And again, I'm not comparing it to the old one. Two different worlds. You can't compare it to the old one. He can't be this young for Return of the Jedi. Impossible. That's why the other one's wrinkles, got the wrinkles. It looks different expression. So that's the case with that. Here he is with the goggles. So this tool here, as you can see, Bob pointed this out. This we already got with Hoth Leia. Okay, this weapon here, this thing here, this soldering gun here, whatever it is. We already got this with Hoth Leia. So this is nothing new. This is a reused accessory from Hoth Leia. Now, could this mean that, that they're hinting at it's coming? It could. But until we see the tease or the actual announcement, nothing's coming. So look how beautiful it looks with the goggles. Again, if we had so one thing we were talking about, Bob and I, I was like, this got to be a diorama. But again, at $285, you're not getting this detailed diorama. Even if it's a background, it ain't happening, because this is the actual cockpit, that they had shown years ago to be made. So we're not getting this background at all. Again, not for $285, we're not. So look at that. Look how beautiful it looks, like a movie poster. He looks perfect. So remember, this is the prototype. Look how incredible. Let's apply this to InArt. Their prototypes look like shit every time. And people think, well, it's the prototype. It's going to get better. When the hell is that supposed to happen?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Since when has that been the norm? Oh, the prototype always looks like shit, but it'll get better. What the fuck are you talking about? This is the InArt shill mentality. Remember, so far, every single picture that has looked like shit from Hot Toys as a prototype, example, the Peacemaker, look what happened when it was shown already in hand at Secret Base. Looked completely different in every single angle from that photo shoot. It's a 10 all day long, but those pictures made it look like shit. The head sculpt is perfect. So you're going to tell me that InArt gives you a garbage head sculpt as a prototype and it's going to be a 10 when it comes out? That makes no sense. Again, this is how their retarded brains think. If your prototype is not a 10, your final product is not going to be a 10. That makes no sense. If your prototype is a 7 or a 6, what are you going to expect? An 8 or a 9 as a final product? That doesn't. You lose more when it goes into production. You lose a lot when it goes into production. You're going to tell me they get better for inert? That's new. Stupid. Sean, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
Welcome. So again, look at the beautiful pulls. The gloves, guys, the gloves. Look at the gloves. Beautiful gloves. Look at the skin. They try to match the skin tone to the body. Beautiful. Look at that head sculpt. That is the most impressive head sculpt I've ever seen. Now, you know what they could also do with this? The DH version of the Indiana Jones figure that we talked about them making from the movie. Again, at this point, I don't think so now, but they could 100% reuse this head sculpt for Indiana Jones DH version from Destiny, Dial of Destiny. 100%. 100%. People would, because people want the young one, right? And the old one now, right? The original one, it is nowhere near as good as any Han Solo or any Harrison Ford, updated head sculpt at all. Remember that one had the purge system, right? You move the little knob one way or the other, and that was the rolling eyes back then. And it's not anywhere near what they look like now. So that would be incredible if that happened. But we'll never know. Again, see, this bothers me a little bit. The fact that the ball joints are exposed like this. It is what it is. But with the jacket down, you're not going to see it. But as you can see, the moment you raise the arm, it's going to be exposed. So that's kind of annoying a little bit, but it is what it is. See, you got to pull it down to kind of block it. Even down here, you can see the ball joint there. So the jacket, the tailoring, as you can see, immaculate. That thing is perfect. That thing looks incredible, but you're gonna get that little bit of exposed ball joint. See, here's a lot. The whole ball joint is exposed. So that's the only thing that's bothering me, aesthetically. But besides that, this thing is perfect. Perfect. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. You're gonna tell me this is not perfect? You don't get any better than this. And again, this is just the new one. There are going to be better ones. I don't know, I don't know. If Hot Toys is going to do the Hoth version, you're going to have, most likely, this expression reused, right? Same exact thing. Or they could give it a little open mouth action, which, that's what they've been doing to give us a different product. Is it necessary to give us a different expression? Not really. Would it be better because of the fact that when they were in Hoth, they were, talking to each other or whatever? That would be, obviously that would be better. But if they decide to do the Hoth version with this head sculpt, I don't think I have a problem with it. It's going to look incredible regardless anyway. So that's where I'm at with the Hoth version. Again, it ain't coming yet. This is not it. 100% this is not it. But it's probably down the street somewhere. Look at that classy ass pose. He looks perfect, beautiful. So here it is, 2 style of custom display. So again, you can have the brown jacket on, you can have it off, but look how beautiful he looks with it on. Very, very classy with the puffy jacket, with the what do you call it? With the hoodie on. There's no way that this does not mean that we're getting Hoth Han. It is 100% coming. 100% coming. Here's a separate rolling eyes, which is obviously your standard for every upgrade now or every update now. And here's everything. So you got the, that gear base, which is, again, we've gotten it with Clone Wars. We got it with a bunch of people. We got it with Japan exclusive Anakin, I believe, and a bunch of other figures. So it's nothing new here. The mask from Leia as well. As you can see, Leia gave us this mask. This is Leia's weapon. You got the the communicator thing. You got his gun. You got the goggles. They're showing you the black leather boots, which they're not mentioning leather, but you would assume it's leather. And then obviously the brown jacket. Let's see if they talk about leather. Accurate skin detail, skin texture, meticulous hairstyle, blah blah blah. One pair, relaxed hands. They don't even talk about the boots. Color parka, right? The whole parka, bendable with so it's a wired parka, which is awesome. Navy blue color jacket, blue color belt, and a silver attached holster. One pair of dark brown pants. Here it is, black long boots. So it doesn't say leather, so no leather boots. That's why they didn't mention it. That's why I always tell you guys, if they don't mention it, it's not it. Anytime they do something to any figure, they make sure to let us know this is part of the figure. This is what we did to the figure. This is an update to the figure. This is something special about the figure. So if they don't mention leather, it ain't leather. Okay, doesn't mean it's a crappy material. It's just not leather. One blaster pistol, one welding protected goggles, the welder. Breath mask, again, this is all from Hoth Leia. The droid caller. And design stand with Star Wars. Yeah, so the stand. That's it. So again, no leather. Which, it is what it is. Let's see what you guys are saying so I can continue. The Wolfpack clones are released and Bespin Han is announced. What I agree. Yeah. Yeah, the Wolfpack is released as well. We're gonna get into that as well. I need Indiana Jones. Yeah, no, that would be insane if they did that DH version with this. Oh, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. DX, not DHIJ, is not a ball player. They will 100% reuse this as code to make President Ford. What do you mean, President Ford? What do you mean, President Ford? Hey, he's wearing gloves like your kid. Oh my!
How dare you!
Oh my God! Ash loves his King Trump. It would be crazy if Hot was dropping artist and Han Solo next. No, it's not crazy. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. It's 100% gonna happen. It's just, why is it not happening? They got probably so much other stuff, before it, but it is inevitable. They're already giving us rooted Anakins, rooted Lukes. Look at Luke, Dark Empire. So why wouldn't they do a? Remember, the movie Han Solo, the movie Luke Skywalker, way more popular than Dark Empire Luke. So why would they go that route with Dark Empire, Luke, rooted, when people would rather have a movie version of it rooted? It's only a matter of time. It is only a matter of time. Fabs, where have you this guy? Unreal. So now we're gonna go over some images thanks to Bobo. So as you can see, completely different, right? Completely different expression. Remember, he's supposed to be older in Return to the Jedi, which he is. He does not look like this at all. He does not look this young at all, right? The outfit, the jacket, this is how I have mine displayed. Why? If you already have again, you could do whatever you want. But my mentality is, I already have a New Hope Han, right? With the vest and the, he comes with the headset and all that stuff. I don't need every version to have him with a vest on. I do not. That's why I have mine with the jacket. He looks gorgeous with the jacket, right? And I have him with everybody from Endor, right? So I have Luke with the green outfit, Leia with the green outfit, Wicket, I believe, also in that on that shelf. And there's some, C3PO, is also on that shelf. So that's why with this one, the brown jacket, again, only until Hoth comes out, right? Because it's gonna come out 100%. They're gonna change. What they're gonna change is they're gonna give you a the gloves, right? The winter gloves. They're gonna give you the scarf. They're gonna give you the hat, the goggles. So it is inevitable. Here's another shot. Look how beautiful. Again, look how different. That's what I mean. They're different. It's not one's better than the other. They're different. You don't have to like any of them. But it's not, oh, this one's better. No, they're supposed to be two different worlds, two different eras, two different years, right? Two different movies. This one didn't even come with the gloves, as you can see. The gloves are super sexy. I love the glove look. Here they are side by side. Again, hairstyle completely different. The expression completely different. The entire head sculpt completely different. But again, does that mean one is worse than the other? You don't have to like, you don't have to like this one. Just this one is more updated, brand new now, right? Fresh. He's young. He looks incredible. So here he is, right? So we would be needing the scarf. Look at the boots, right? Obviously, we got the black boots here, right? So this is not Hoth by any means. We need these boots. Leia came with these boots for Hoth. We need them for Han, right? Look at what's happening here. The entire belt is wrapped around the parka. Look at the difference. It is not Hoth Han. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. Doesn't mean it's not coming. That thing is right down the street. And if we get Han, we're getting Luke. And the Luke is going to be even more exciting because remember, he had scratched by the Wampa. So you're going to get two head sculpts most likely for Luke. You're going to get his standard and you're going to get him with the scar. Same thing that Sideshow did for those who have the Sideshow version. I have both. I have Luke with the scar on. I have Hoth Han with the blue, Hoth Han with the brown. And so here's next to Chewbacca, right? Again, look at everything. Everything is wrapped around outside the parka, right? So this is how you'll know. Look at the scarf here. Look at the gloves, right? As you can see, like I said, the gloves are completely different here than they are here. So this is what your Hoth Han is going to look like this. Are they going to do the snow? That would be insane. That would be more accurate. That would be great. I doubt it. But again, anything's possible. But look at the difference of them both. That's what I'm saying. It is inevitable. The fact that they already made the jacket. And I even think the jacket has to be different because look at this, how thin it looks, right? Remember, a parka is supposed to be thick. Look how puffy this is compared to that one. So I think it'll be a completely different jacket. Again, it could be the same exact one for all we know, but it has to give it that puffy look, at least at the arms, So here they are, all of them. So here he is with the without the big coat, without the parka on. Look how beautiful it looks. Look at Luke right there. Again, coming soon. Here they are, all three: Hoth, Leia, Han, and Luke. Again, only a matter of time for Luke. If we're getting into this Han, it's only a matter of time. I don't know, Bob. I think he was charging me for the size of this picture, so that's why it's tiny. Another scene of them. Again, here is Hoth Leia. Again, if she's made, she will be artisan and definitely rolling eyes. I can tell you that. We're not going to get another Princess Leia from an old, a reissue of an old figure. Absolutely never happening. Never in a million years is going to happen. And the only thing that I don't think it'll ever happen. But if for whatever reason they say Hot Toys, like, oh, let's just put one out there, it would be some type of limited edition, some type of limited version, just to get people who don't have one to get one. But the real one is going to be rolling eyes and artisan, period. Here's Luke and Han. Again, artisan, Luke. We already got Dark Empire. you better believe it's coming down the street. Here is the sideshow version that I was telling you guys about. This is the 100%. And look, like I said, you need the hat, because I forgot that he does have a hat. The hat, the goggles, which again, the goggles that he came with are welding goggles, right? Not, there it is, welding goggles, not cold goggles like these. So that's why, guys, there's 40 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. So as you can see, right, you get the binoculars, you get the gloves, you get the boots, which again, this is all cold weather stuff, the scarf, the hoodie on, and again, the goggles. So it is down the street. Okay, it is down the street. Now, here's the interesting part. So like I said, Sideshow made this version, and for those who know, they made the blue version. Okay, I don't really, you guys know, I don't really know Star Wars like that. And I didn't know that there was a huge controversy in the Star Wars world regarding this stuff. Okay, the brown and the blue jacket. Okay, I had no idea this was a thing. I just thought when I bought them from Sideshow that, oh, they're, they're in the movies. And I thought they were in the movie. Well, there is so much drama behind this blue and brown jacket, which again, I had no clue. Okay, so Sideshow made both versions, as you can see. This one is the exclusive. That's why Rob Garcia, shout out to Rob, was trying to steal it from me. He wasn't asking. Nuh-uh. Rob was not asking. He was demanding my Hoth Hans. Disgusting. So again, I have both versions. Beautiful. Again, the Sideshow. So the head sculpts are not great, but they're still classic pieces. So what do I think Hot Toys is going to do regarding this blue and brown look? So obviously your standard look is going to be the brown suit. All brown, right? This look here. What do I think they're going to do with the blue version? Two things. Either we're going to have an exclusive version with the blue parka included, so we can interchange if we want to, right? That's a huge possibility. Or they're going to give us a second limited exclusive figure with the blue jacket. Now, why would the blue jacket be limited and not the brown jacket? Well, there was no blue jacket in the movie. That's why it's such a problem. Okay? How do you know this? We're about to find out. See here? None of this looks brown. Okay? This looks blue. Apparently, during the filming of this, something happened to the colors that made it look anything but brown. Okay, so people just thought it was blue. Okay, here he is brown. Okay, this is the standard look. Here, for whatever reason, it looks blue. It looks blue in the movie. Again, I had no idea this was drama. Here we have the actual jacket used in ESB is brown. What everybody got confused by is a blue tint over the film, although present enough in some shots to cause confusion over the brown jacket pre-1997. The blue tint is far worse in the special editions. Even the snow has thoroughly been turned blue and wasn't so in the theatrical cut. So that's what I mean. So that's why Sideshow even came out with that blue version, because and who was the other one? There was another company, Hasbro, I want to say. I think it was Hasbro that did it too. They made a blue version of it. Again, just because of the drama, people thinking it was blue, people, thinking it was brown. So that was an entire thing that was going on. Again, I would never know any of this. I just thought it was in the movie. There's two versions, right? So here it is. Brown version. These are smaller scale figures, by the way. Brown version, brown version. Here, as you can see, it does not look brown at all. It has like a bluish tint to it, and this is where the blue version comes from. But it's not that there was a blue jacket in the movie whatsoever. No, it was that For whatever reason, it looked blue in the movie. But as you can see, it's always been brown. So that's why the toy companies decided, hey, let's make a blue one just for the drama. Just, let's make it exclusive, because that was another thing. It was usually exclusive too. Let's make it exclusive to give somebody, because again, it wasn't part of the movie, but it became a thing. So let's make some money off of that. And they did. Here it is. Han Solo's winter coat from The Empire Strikes Back looked blue in some scenes because of the blue tint of the Hoth lighting. Even though the physical coat was actually brown, the optical illusion in the real world phenomenon that has caused a decades-long debate amongst fans. See, I didn't even know it was a thing, because you guys know I'm not involved in Star Wars like that. Crazy drama with this stuff. So again, what do I think Hot Toys is going to do? Two things. Exclusive blue accessory, right? Limited, most likely. Either exclusive or exclusive limited, or an exclusive, limited blue version only, no brown included, and there's your reused figure, and there's your, Hot Toys is double money, which they do all the time. So remember this conversation, because it is coming 100%. Let me see. We got 37 guys. Please hit the like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here as well. Let me see what you guys are saying. Where are you guys? Fabs, I sent you a message where President Solo flies Commissioner Gordon. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Ernesto? Let's see. Oh my God, this guy. I see what you're talking about. You should have said that. That movie, Air Force One. This is not Hoth, it's from the asteroid field. No, but people are saying, oh, this is Hoth. No, absolutely not. Does Artisan Leia? Yeah, absolutely. It's, again, as you guys see, and I've been telling you guys for a while, I think we're done with Leias. We haven't gotten a single Leia since Leia Organa from the I think it was the Force Awakens. No, it's either the Force Awakens. No, I think it was the Rise of Skywalker. No, the Last Jedi. That's what it was. The Last Jedi was the Leia Organa when she was already older, right before she passed away. So that's what I'm saying. There's no Leia in sight. The new Leia is Padme. Right? She came already with the rolling eyes right off the bat, because that's the future of Hot Toys. There's no reason for them to be making figures at this moment without the rolling eyes. It doesn't make sense. Right? So that's why everything's 2.0 or 1.5, because everything has to get rolling eyes. We should not be getting painted eyeballs in 2025, at $300 a figure. Absolutely not. So that's what I'm saying. Anything Leia related will have either artisan or sculpted, but 100% rolling eyes, which is why, again, them showing Escape Leia in that photo shoot didn't make sense for you guys, or for me to be like, oh, it's coming, because it's not updated. That's why they showed you the entire figure, because it's an old figure that is not coming. Because anything that is coming will have rolling eyes and updated body and updated everything. Let's see. This is important. If I get Han, no one to my nephew. Imagine this guy. Let's see who else is in here. Cassandra, welcome. How are you? Nice to see you.
Hello!
Where's Brad Bum? I hope he's outside in the cold weather, in the rain. Now I have to watch the movie all over again. No, I had no idea this drama was even a thing at all. Guys, there's 41 of you guys here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. Joel, welcome, my friend.
Hello!
Even Kenner toys depicted. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I think it was it Kenner or Hasbro? One of those toy companies I have an image of it. I'll pull it up in a second. But yeah, that's how crazy it was. I would never know this. I was not that deep with Star Wars ever. So it is insane that little tone of color from, just filming the movie created such a problem for over 10 years. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Also, Joel, are you from TikTok? I think I've seen you on TikTok. If maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like you look familiar. Let's make another version just for the drama. No, it's absolutely money. It's always money. And those are exclusives, limited exclusives at that, are the ones that make the most money because everybody wants the rare. Everybody wants the one not everybody's going to have. So those make the most money. And all they got to do is price it just a tiny bit higher than the original. Boom. Jackpot. So that's why you can never hate on Hot Toys for making that money. If it was your toy company, you'd be doing the same thing too. So what do you mean? Right? Your only option is to not support things that you don't want. Young Barry, looks like nobody supported that thing. I was ready to buy 3 of them. Okay? Me. I was ready to buy 3. Clearly, nobody cared for it. Canceled. Sakarian Iron Man. Clearly, nobody cared for that. Canceled. Bat Missile. Clearly, nobody cared. So that's the only power we have, is not buying things that we don't like, we don't want, we don't think that they should be making. You don't support it. Guess what? They'll listen, because if there's no money coming in, why are they making shit? They're making shit for money. They're hoping that there's enough people that will fall for or like, not fall because it's not a trick, but like whatever it is that they put out there. They're hoping for enough people for them to make that money. That's all it is. It's just money. So for people to talk about, oh, Hot Toys is garbage, Hot Toys is it, just because you don't like that they did something, that's retarded. Just don't buy it. Don't buy it. You don't need to complain about something you don't like. Just don't buy it. There are plenty of other people that will buy it, and Hot Toys will make that money. You don't have to sit there crying about it. Just don't support it. Because that's the only power we have, is not buying things that we don't want them to make. It is that simple. But in this community, you have crybabies and you have idiots constantly complaining about nothing because they got nothing else better to do than cry and complain about toys. Imagine that. And I'm not talking about complaining about when something's off, when something's wrong, when something's not accurate. That's not the complaint I'm talking about. That you need to complain. If you want change, you have to complain. Do not go complaining in the groups. I know people do it to get attention and to get likes and to get people on their posts. I get it. But your complaints in groups doesn't do shit for anybody besides make you look like a crybaby. Oh my God, the figure, look. Oh God, Hot Toys suck. Go tell Hot Toys on their Instagram. Go tell Hot Toys on their Facebook. Go tell them everywhere. In the groups, you sound like an idiot. Because nothing's going to come out of that group besides other idiots. Oh, yeah, man, yeah. It's insane. The Last Jedi. Yes, The Last Jedi. I was all messed up. Blanket, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Guys, hit the like button. There's 40 of you guys here. Thank you guys for being here as well. I got tap my mouth. Oh my God. All right, my friend. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the UK again. Shout out to Selfish Patrick. He took my figure. Bradley Cooper, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Nice to see you're not on the streets tonight. No Chewie, no Han. That's right, because they're not by Inert, you garlic peasant. He said, yo, my fellow jazz. Not in here. There's no jazzers in here besides Nefty, okay? Oh, all right. I thought so. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you. Keaton Carr, welcome.
Hello.
I got enough scanning again this week with Star Wars, but I did get Mars Toy 66 Joker set MI6. Oh, look at that. Look at that. As long as you keep collecting, that's all that matters. You don't have to sit there buying everything Hot Toys. You don't have to like everything Hot Toys. We're in this community collecting. We're not here bashing stuff. We're not here bashing. At least I don't do that. I don't bash product unless it's inner, because that's garbage. Everything they make is garbage. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to listen to me. It is garbage. You're always ready to buy 3 of everything. Imagine. No, that's Nefty. That's not me. That J&D Joker, huge hands and small shoulders, but it looks great if you have. Yeah, I will never know anything about J&D at no $1,000 a piece. Absolutely never. Absolutely never. Never. Are we talking about aliens yet? I don't. This guy. Guys, this guy here. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? This is the world we live in, okay? This guy goes to church again. Goes to church every Sunday. Is it true? I don't know. But he says he's at church every Sunday. And here he is believing in aliens. Tell me you really don't believe in God without telling me you really don't believe in God. Disgusting. The J&D with all issues. Yeah, for you. Big Rib, my friend. Welcome.
Hello!
What's up, Fabs? He said who's crying. There's no crying and collecting. Absolutely. You know how it is. You know what it is. You know these people. See, Thule, this is your jazzing. And Brad, this is your fellow jazz inker right here. The only one. The only one. Okay? He said, here we go. Oh, my God. Nothing wrong with being a God-fearing man. No, it has nothing to do with that. But you can't believe in God. You can't say, I believe in God and Jesus Christ. But look, guys, aliens are coming. The aliens are here. That's 2 different mindsets. You can't believe in God and say aliens are coming. And the worst part is, nobody has seen aliens. All these people believe in things they've never seen just because they watch it on TV. Get the hell away from me. I have jazzing. We all have jazzing. I have jazzing. What do you mean? This guy, Brad. Keep it up, Thule. Keep it up. So let's continue, guys. So, more drama. The fan debate has continued for decades, influencing collectible makers like Hasbro, that's what I thought, and Sideshow, who have released action figures of the coat in both brown and blue variations to satisfy collectors on both sides of the issue. However, official archival footage has since confirmed that the coat worn by actor Harrison Ford, it was indeed brown. So the standard has always been brown. The blue has always been the exclusive because of the drama. So the brown is your standard. But again, Sideshow did a blue version. Sideshow did this already. Hot Toys is catching up to what Sideshow has done. Look at Grievous. Look at Echo and Fives. Look at Commander Wolf. Look at the Wolfpack Trooper that just came out. So they're just catching up. Everything that Sideshow has made in the past, scum and villainy stuff, all that stuff, Hot Toys is getting into now. So you better believe it is only a matter of the moment you see brown suit Hoth, you better believe the blues around the corner. It's inevitable. It is 100% going to happen. Here is the Hasbro Han Solo that I was telling you guys about. Han Solo's coat is absolutely positively blue, cross brown, cross blue. So that's how crazy the drama is that people were fighting over this, saying, no, it's blue, it's blue. But the whole movie, it's brown. Just in certain scenes, it just looks darker and it has a blue tint to it. So it is insane. It is insane. 3-1 Atlas is coming. Only, thank you. Correct. There are 100% demons. There are bad negative spirits. Absolutely. Aliens? Grow up, Thule. Grow up. Here is the figure that's not coming for you garlics. So as you can see, again, this is from the Chewbacca photo shoot when they showed you the entire Leia. Remember that she doesn't have that metal piece here from the Hoth version. She has different shoes than the Hoth version because remember the Hoth has those long boots, those winter boots. So again, this was a kit bash that they did for the Chewbacca photo shoot, period. It was only for the photo shoot. That's it. There's no this Leia coming. Okay. And again, if she's made rolling eyes and sculpted and or rooted hair. Again, this is the Millennium Falcon that we were supposed to get by Hot Toys years ago. Does it mean it's not coming at this point? Probably not, even though this would be the perfect time to do it. But you guys know that Hot Toys hasn't been really making dioramas like that anymore. So it would have to be, a Blurg and Mando situation, a Dewback and Stormtrooper situation, right? Where you have a big diorama piece with the figure next to it, or if you just want to buy the diorama by itself without the figure, just like you did the Dewback, the Blurg, right? Stuff like that. But it would have to be a massive pack if they decide to do it. Even at this point, I think people would buy this in a heartbeat. This thing would probably be, $300-400 because again, it would just be a one big massive piece of detailed plastic. Nothing fancy about it, nothing expensive about it, nothing, crazy, hard to make about it. But is it coming at this point? Probably not. Again, this would be the perfect time to do it, but it is what it is. So here is, again, the Leia weapon, right? The soldering weapon that she came with. As you can see, this is Bob. He pointed out that they even attached it to the cockpit as if it was part of it to make us believe and think that the cockpit is either coming or it was part of this figure, right? Which, as you can see, it's not supposed to stick there, but most likely, like Bob said, blue tack it on there just to make it seem like it's part of the cockpit. And again, to make you think, oh my God, look how badass this look. I need this figure because if they make the cockpit, then guess what? I can get this look. So this is what they do to hype the figure up for you guys to be like, oh my God, I need it in my life. Period. That's it. Again, it doesn't mean that it's not coming, but this is what they do, stuff like this. So then people get all crazy. Oh, they showed it, so it's coming. They showed Escape Leia, so it's coming. It does not mean that. That's why I tell you guys, it does not. How long ago was the Chewbacca photo shoot for Escape Leia? Last year at some point. Where is it? All the experts came out. Oh, she's coming.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Where are all the experts now? It's been months. Again, last year when Chewbacca came out. Was it last year? Or in the beginning of the year? Maybe last year, the beginning of the year. I don't remember. But it's been forever. So there is no reason for Hot Toys to show you an entire figure in a photo shoot like this and then keep the figure from being announced for almost a year. That makes absolutely no sense. Because what are we waiting for? We saw the figure. It's there. What's the secret? What are we waiting for? Because it was never meant to come out. It wasn't for that. It was to hype up Chewbacca because those were scenes that happened in the movie. So when you see that, oh my God, I need that Chewbacca because look how awesome that looks from the movie. That's all it is. It's hype. Let me see what you guys are saying. Fez doesn't even know what 3-1 Atlas is. That's how I tell. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what 3-1 Atlas is. I told you guys I don't watch TV or nothing. Layla was delayed, so they couldn't. Unbelievable. Atlas is our Matrix servers window update. See, I don't know. Somebody posted something happened with Microsoft, but I don't know what it was. I don't know what's going on. The brand blue isn't the argument I want to watch. It's the limited order cap when Howard releases the Slave Leia pre-order. I don't think that's ever coming. I don't think that's ever coming. Because of, the meaning of that. Look at what they're doing, even with the Boba Fett Slave One ship. Look how they changed the name. So they don't want to be attached to any of that. They don't want to cause any problems. They most likely don't want to get sued. Everybody's suing for everything now. So if they decide to come out with a Leia, and everybody's calling, oh, Slave Leia, that's not going to look good. Same reason why, again, they changed the name for the Slave One ship for Boba Fett during the Boba Fett series, because they don't want to be attached to no slave nothing, especially Disney. Disney's super woke. So they're not going to be, attached to any of that stuff. Third party has done it before. That's about it. That's as far as you're going to go, unless, they decide to name it something else. But again, I doubt it. And the fact that, it's a figure that is barely covered up, it's got a little skimpy out type outfit. I don't know, FabsFigures, all the pile you smoke up front of the joint was expanded. See? It's finally some truth. He's a pothead, and the aliens are made up visions from the pot. This is what we deal. This is your alien lover. Disgusting, Thule. If they will make Leia, I would love them to make Arthur Leia. Again, we haven't seen any Leias. I told you guys the future is Padme. We're only one Padme deep right now with the rolling eyes. Again, doesn't mean that they're never going to make a Leia again. As of right now, as of Leia Organa, we haven't gotten shit. So that's what I go by. We haven't gotten shit. We haven't gotten a tease. We haven't gotten anything that says, oh, another Leia is coming. People go crazy when they see announcements and they go, oh, well, they were all in the movie, so that means she's coming. This is why I don't understand how people can logically think that way. That's why I tell you guys, I don't know shit. But from pattern, I'm able to tell you what's happening. Look at Princess Leia, a perfect example. I told you she ain't coming, and she's still not here. Again, why? From pattern. Not because I talked to Howard, not because I'm balls deep in every group trying to find out, hey, which idiot knows anything today? Let me see what they... Nobody knows shit. The only people that would ever know anything would be the people directly in Hong Kong or in China that are attached to that stuff. Pop collectibles. These sellers that are constantly going to secret bays that are, that know people. Those are the only people I would ever trust, and nobody really in the community knows anything either. So that's why I don't need to watch anybody. That's why when people come out with these bullshit made up guesses, oh, this is coming, you don't know what you're talking about. I can tell you, guys, the whole entire Star Wars world is coming. Does that mean I know anything? No, I'm just throwing shit out there to see what sticks. I only tell you something's coming, something's not coming according to a specific release, a specific thing, a specific, pattern that I've picked up, not because I'm just throwing shit out there to see what sticks and, oh, I told you. That's bullshit. That's retarded. I've never done that. I don't tell you, oh, yeah, everything's coming. No, I always tell you this is coming because of this. And in general, there is no figure that Hot Toys has teased at the moment that isn't going to get made. That is a fact. So Baze Malbus is coming. The Vulture is coming. Those figures are 100%. Again, when? Who the hell knows? But you better believe they're coming. It's a fact. Truly, I don't have to worry about no aliens. I already met them all for myself. Imagine. It's okay, Fabs. You're a very earthly being. I'm talking about spaceman. You wouldn't understand. Oh my God. 66 Batmobile, 89 Batmobile, 89 Batwing, 22 Batmobile, 95 Batmobile, small speeder in hand, 66 Bat Cycle and Bat Computer, animated Bat paid off coming. Jazzing makes the vehicles that I want. Yeah, but do they make the quality and the price point that you want?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
That's the problem, my friend. It's not what they make, because I've always said they are very needed in this community. They make products, that go with their collection. So it's not that. It's just nothing they make is $2,000 fucking dollars. Okay, fuck out of here. You think Hot Tools will give you? You think Hot Tools will give you the back? I don't think it's another. Gotta yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you okay, Ash? Sounds like you're watching your King Trump right now, and he's throwing you off completely. See how obsessed you are with your King Trump? They aren't cheap and not as good as. No, I'm telling you, they're never going to be anywhere near as good as anything. Number one, and that price point is insane. That's why I stopped buying Jazz Inc. I will never buy anything Jazz Inc. for the rest of my life. For those who still do, God bless you. If you got it like that, God bless you. You're not getting quality for your buck. You're not getting anything good for your buck. Why would I, if I know this firsthand, because I lived it, why would I continue to play myself? Oh, another one, another garbage at 2,000? Hell yeah, I can't wait. Like, I would never. That's retarded. That is retarded. If I know something, I'm going to be buying something for a lot of money that is complete garbage. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Again, has nothing to do with the products they're making. Has nothing to do with, the vehicles that has to do with quality and price point. They make very cool stuff. I've always said it. It's not about me hating the company or hating on the company. I have the Vulture that 99% of this community doesn't even know exists. So it has nothing to do with that. It's just, I am not spending my money on garbage. Never. That's why I don't buy Inner like that. Inner, I have my two products, the double pack sculpted Joker, my Pennywise that I tell you guys every single time. I love that B version head sculpt. It's way better than Hot Toys' version. The body sucks. The body's tiny. That's why it'll always be garbage. I love that head sculpt. I think Slave Leia is coming now that they made a seamless silicone body for Harley. I think they were waiting. No, that's not true. Because first of all, Princess Leia was a thing before Harley. That's number one. So if Hot Toys had Leia on deck, oh man, we got to make this Leia, but we don't have a body yet. Let's make Harley first, though. Let's make a Harley so then we can use that body for. That makes no sense. You know what I mean? So, again, it doesn't mean that it's not coming, but that's not the reason why it's coming all of a sudden. Absolutely not. Because if they were waiting for a figure, a body for that figure, they would have made that body for that figure, and they would have used it for other figures. Then it would have made more sense that, all right, they made it for Slave Leia. Now let's use it for future figures. They're not going to go make a Harley Quinn figure first and then be like, oh, let's go back to Leia now. Like, that doesn't make sense. Number two, the fact that they never made an Escape Leia to begin with tells you everything you need to know. They've made every single Leia. How many Leia do we have? How many Leias do we have now? We have at least 3. And then that's not including, The Last Jedi. So we got total 4. You're going to tell me that they were waiting for Harley to make it? It ain't happening. You know what I mean? So it has nothing to do with that. No, I'm good. I am good. 3-1 Atlas is towards one. Oh, is that what it is? I don't even know what it is. So far, welcome. First time.
Hello!
First time. Chewbacca is one that nobody does well. No, this Chewbacca, the new Chewbacca, is way better than any other Chewbacca, than the A New Hope Chewbacca that came with Han, and the Han Solo, the Solo movie, not Solo, the Force Awakens Chewbacca. Yeah, the Force Awakens Chewbacca. That was horrible. At least the first one, the colors were a little bit better. The Force Awakens Chewbacca, complete garbage compared to the first one. The new one, golden. Yeah, no, they would have to call it something different. But again, the outfit is the problem. You know, she's very revealing. Again, it's nothing crazy, but that's the issue, you know. Yep, Chewy will be also most anticipated figure of the year. Do you agree? No, there's way more figures that are better than that, but it's going to be a great figure. It's going to be a really good figure. Visions from the absolutely. You're gonna tell me all of a sudden, oh, it's pop magic. Get the hell away from me, Thule. A vision. Oh my god. Thule got abducted. Wait, did I just say they sell hot toys on Andor? No. They have Endor version Luke and Princess Leia and the last Han that came out. Fabs. Oh my god. Moose Dream is cool. God bless. God bless you, Nafty. Fabs only watch. See, I knew it. I knew he was watching. I knew it. Don't tell me nothing. I knew it. Love it. No, I'm not flipping out at all. That's just telling you guys what it is. Fabs, you got no. Yo, that's crazy, right? Oh, that's so sick. How all these people got in trouble now over the bets. Insane. Whatever they do to the bodies or new bodies, there's 130% chance that loot. That is correct. That is correct. No one else is making these Fabs. It's not garbage. Oh, it's garbage. It's acceptable. It looks great. I don't plan on driving them across town. No, it's not about that. I am willing to pay and satisfied. No. Again, you can love them all you want. You can say, I support garbage all day long, like the inner losers and chills do. It has nothing to do with that. It's your money. You're allowed to love it all you want, right? That's never been the problem. The problem is for anybody to say that what you are paying for that garbage is worth that garbage. Again, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to think like me. I am telling you what it is. You are satisfied paying for garbage. That's your problem. Nobody can tell you you're wrong. Who's going to tell you, oh, you're wrong for buying your own shit that you like with your own money, Moose? You're sick in the head. No, it has nothing to do with that. It is garbage whether you like it or not. It is not worth that money whether you like it or not. Period. That's the whole conversation right there. Nothing they make will ever be worth what they charge. Period. Whether you like it or not. Again, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be here as a company. I'm not saying that they don't belong here. I've never said anything like that. Because, again, I'm going to repeat myself. They need to be in this community. They complete our collections when it comes to vehicles. Remember, they started with dioramas first. That's what they're called, Jazz Inc. dioramas. So it has nothing to do with that. But what we pay for their garbage will never be worth that garbage. That's the issue. Period. Point blank. End of story. Again, you don't have to think like me because clearly you don't, because you're still spending your money over there. What am I going to do about it? Oh, Moose, you're wrong. You're wrong. No, you love your product. God bless you. You're spending thousands on garbage. God bless you. That has nothing to do with me. It is never worth what you spend for that garbage. Period. Have has bought a Hot Toys DeLorean today. That's what you need. That's what you need. Hot Toys vehicles. They are dirt cheap compared to Jazz Inc., and they are a billion times better. The thing with Jazz Inc. is, they're more custom and they're more specific and they're still garbage. You're paying for all this bullshit that is still garbage. With Hot Toys, you get a generic vehicle that you don't need anything else at the perfect price point. You don't need to get a custom vehicle from Hot Toys. You get everything you need from Hot Toys. That's why it's a joke. That's why it's a joke that they overcharge for their garbage because there's no need. And then to tell you, well, we need 10,000 orders so I can make a profit. What do you mean? What does that even mean? So you're going to make, so you need 3,000 to make a profit. So if you make 2,000, you're making it what? For free because you're making no money? What? So the bullshit on top of it. You, again, love it all you want, Moose. Spend all of your retirement money on it, Moose. It's your prerogative. You can do whatever you want. It'll never be worth that shit. And again, the bullshit that comes out of his mouth all the time, absolutely get the hell out of here. Lucha's making escape layers. Use my promo code for 4% off. Unbelievable. Let me correct you fast again. The Force Awakens. The figures, though, dude, the movie could have sucked all you want. Those figures are sick. That was the one line that taught me about stormtroopers. That line has about 13 different looks of stormtroopers, and they all look not exactly the same, but very, very similar. And all I see in the back is just white, 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 white and black, white and black, white, 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 white. It's like 30 of them. That woke me up to stormtroopers. Hot Toys putting out some absolute. No, this year this year is going to be I was writing down all my figures that I was getting this year, and I completely stopped. I completely forgot to keep going. So my top 10 figures of the year this year going to be sick figures. Chewie's already on waitlist. No, I'm telling you, the figures is great, the best one yet. Right? They're going to be most likely more. Absolutely. Again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that they're ever going to remake the Force Awakens version. Again, they could. I don't think so. But that figure will be the best Chewbacca ever. I support garbage all day long. Oh my God. So do you think that Hot Toys use that pic of Leia with the new Chewie? No, again, to make you want Chewbacca. That's it. Why did they put the Falcon, the Falcon cockpit in this announcement? To make you go, holy shit, look how sick that looks in the cockpit. I need the figure. You don't have a fucking cockpit. Some people do from Jazz Inc. That's going to look epic. But remember, for that figure, for that cockpit, that's what the Han Solo and Chewbacca double pack was for with the headset. Remember that? So that's what people were using it for when they got it from Jazz Inc. Was for that set with the headset. Chewbacca with the headset, which was the exclusive. The double pack exclusive, but Chewbacca with the helmet, Han Solo with the helmet, with the headset. So that's what they do to make you feel like, holy shit, look at that. He's in the cockpit. I need the fucking figure. Again, you don't have a cockpit, but you want the figure because it looks awesome in the cockpit. So it's to hype the figure, to make you want it more, to make it look like, oh, look, that's from the movie. That's a scene from the movie. How badass is that? That's all it is. That's why, again, I told you that day one. Everybody that day one with Chewbacca's pictures. Oh, Skip Leia's coming. Everybody in the chat. Skip Leia's.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Where is it then? All the experts. Where are the experts now? The only person that said she wasn't coming was me. Where are the experts now? Because from pattern, again, not that Howard told me, hey, Fab, by the way, this ain't coming. I'm just letting you know. No, from pattern, they don't do that. Period. That's why I'm able to tell you that ain't coming. And that's why I told you day one, that ain't coming. And here we are, months later, still not here. That's what people don't understand. You know? The NBA game situation proves Muff is still out there, so we know Joe. One man's garbage, another man's trash. Absolutely, 100%. But again, do not sit here trying to defend garbage because that's what it is. It's garbage. I'm not talking about the vehicle, the where the vehicle's from, what movie the vehicle's from. No, we're not talking about that. Talking about the final product of their product is always garbage. It's always some cheap ass shit. What do I tell you guys about my my Justice League Deluxe vehicle? I bought the deluxe that came with the BVS. It was the BVS Batmobile Deluxe that you could transform into the Justice League version with the cannon coming out of the passenger side and all this stuff. I love that thing. I will never get rid of that thing. That thing was not worth what I paid for it, period. It is complete garbage. Materials, garbage. Cheap, garbage. You got to see how you mount these things. Glue at the bottom of pieces with a magnet on it. Garbage. You think that's professional? You think that's good? Hot Toys does that for you? Hot Toys charges you $1,000 for a vehicle that's with hot glue and a magnet, and that's value for you? That's quality for you? Again, if you like garbage, that's your problem. You're allowed to like garbage. But to sit here defending garbage is insane to me. Insane to me. I'm willing to pay. I see others paying a premium for saying no. Again, you're not. Of course, you're not the only one buying garbage. Look at the people defending Inert. Bunch of idiots buying garbage too. So it's not about that. People have their own likes. People have their own preferences. People like what they like. Not saying that you're the only one, Moose. People in this community are retarded. We know this. I say it every week. And again, not just you. People defend garbage in this community. Not just you. We know this, that it's not just you. So what do you mean? That's my point. People don't understand quality. People don't understand value. People just think that, oh, well, they're making it. I'm paying $1,000, so it's got to be amazing. It has to be. But then let me sell it down the line because it's not that great, apparently. That's what I mean. So people love buying garbage all day long, defending garbage all day long. But guess what? They're also selling their garbage. They're getting rid of their garbage. Why? If it's so good, why? That's what I don't understand. You guys defend it all, but then you're selling your shit. Why? With Inert, I told you guys 2 streams ago with the dweeb telling people, hey guys, you have any questions? I work for Inert. He's selling his entire shit. Always defending Inert, always saying Inert's the best, always saying Inert's better than Hot Toys. He's selling his entire Inert collection. How? If it's so good, why? Because it's all bullshit. Because these people are fucking retarded. That's why. So I'm not saying you're the only one, Moose. I'm not saying that. There's a group clearly that are still balls deep with Jazz Inc. all day, every day. Look right now. He's looking to get what? 3,000 or 2,000, whatever, how many pieces? I think 3,000 for the new project for the 112 Batwing. Is he going to make it? There's about, last time I saw, 700-ish people there. You know, there's 700 retards waiting to buy this garbage. So it's not just you. You know what I mean? It's not about that. It's not about, you liking what you like. No, you have to be realistic and you have to be honest with yourself. Period. That's it. Nobody's telling you don't spend your money where you want. Nobody's telling you you're not allowed to like what you like. Nobody's saying any of that. Be realistic. 89 Batmobile is too small. For what? For Hot Toys, you mean? The only thing I agree with Fabs on is Jazz and Cause, but that goes for other companies across the board, including Hot Toys. You didn't even buy Hot Toys, Brad. Stop. 1/6 hobby is overpriced, period. I'm sorry, but I'm with Fabs on this. Who in here, right mind, throws money away for a prototype? What? Telling you. I pre-ordered Chewie last week. Glad I did. Absolutely. I took months to order that Chewbacca. Months, because I was like, oh, it'll be there. And then I said, wait a minute. I said, let me put this away before it's a problem, because it's gonna be a problem. Oh yeah, there you go. So for you, this here is a no-brainer. Right? You saw this figure and you're like, holy shit, I'm getting this. It's going right in my cockpit. That's what I mean. So it has nothing to do with Jazz Inc. not being around. It has nothing to do with anything. What they make is garbage. That simple. Very cool stuff. We need their stuff. It is not worth what they charge. It'll never be worth what they charge. It is that simple. So Leia did not work for Chewie, but hold my beer. Han Solo announcement. How are playing my game? So Leia did not work for Chewie. I don't get it. I don't know what you mean. I don't get it. I don't have any Jazz B as of now. Well, they only made the one, right? That was like standard BVS, and then the Lux was with the Justice League attachments, which again, that's the look I wanted. And again, I love my vehicle. That thing is beautiful. That thing looks, again, as a vehicle, that thing is beautiful. You start messing with it, complete garbage. The material, complete. You can feel how cheap it is. Again, how the attachments are made. Hot glue with magnets. What do you mean? I paid over $1,000 for hot glue to be staring at me? What do you mean? And again, once you plug it in, obviously you're not going to see it. That is unprofessional. That is cheap. And Hot Toys at $800 would never do that. So why would I think that I'm paying for quality when Hot Toys would never give me a product like that for way less, but this is amazing? Why? Again, that's just my mentality. I don't have brain damage. I'm not retarded. Speaking of vehicles, I can't wait for. Oh my god, I can't wait for that thing. And guys, I think I'm gonna get that diecast Voltron. I don't know. I'm really liking that thing a lot. Fabs, you say you're not the only retard. Fabs said you're not the only. No. It's he's allowed to like whatever he wants. That's what I'm saying. But in this community, there's a lot of retardation. There's a lot of brain damage. We know this. It's a fact. I'm not being mean. I'm not being rude. I'm not being nasty. It's a fact. So, of course, you got sheep that are triple vax and double boosted in this community supporting garbage. It ain't my money. But what I'm saying is not false. It is that simple. Oh, I bought Shark City Ozark Brutes from Jaws. Was that you who posted the Jaws, that whole shark that looked incredible? Anyone else getting Superman 2 flashbacks? Never seen garbage before. It's guy. People are dumping their Hot Toys all day long on DST for cheap every day. I bought it is disgusting. It is disgusting what people are getting rid of their toys, their Hot Toys for. It is disgusting. And that's why, that's one of the reasons why your Mike says, just wait. You'll get it cheaper. Just wait. Again, I could never wait, but he's not wrong. He's never been wrong about it. That's why he tells you guys all the time. Just wait. You could get that cheaper down the line, whether it's brand new sealed or used from somebody looking to pay their cell phone bill. But whoever's waiting is hitting the jackpot right now because people are crazy. Goes right in my oh my god, this guy. Triple. Yo, it's crazy. Like, it is a fact that there are sheep in the world. So it is a fact that there are sheep in this community. You want to find where the sheep are? Go on any stream, okay? Any single stream that talks about in art, okay? Any single one. Just go to any random one. Just take your pick. And just watch the shit that comes out of these people's brains. It is mind-blowing. Oh my god, this is amazing. This is way better than Hot Toys. The fuck are you talking about? Again, you will never see me in any of those telling these people they're retarded. They are retarded. And they believe that they're, buying the best garbage on the market. Never. How many Back to the Future DeLoreans had been returned? Oh, I don't know. But the only problem with that was the wheels. Remember that, I guess when they were turning, the mechanism sometimes were getting broken. But I didn't see many of those. I didn't see many of those at all. It was happening. I remember I was, scared as hell when mine came. I was like, oh man, I hope mine doesn't break. I know a couple people's broke, but it wasn't like, oh my God, everybody's broke. No, not at all. But even so, let's use that as an example. That's a fancy mechanism, right? That's something that it's not your standard just car like Jazz Inc. makes, right? Jazz Inc. doesn't make you those fancy mechanism. Jazz Inc. can't even get the fucking paint right, okay? The whole aesthetic of the fucking paint outside of the vehicle, they can't even get right. So you're gonna tell me that you're gonna compare Hot Toys with the wheels breaking and Jazz Inc. not even getting the paint right on the fucking vehicle? Garbage. That's my point. We're not even talking about the same thing. We're talking about a mechanism on a wheel that was supposed to be a fancy thing added to the vehicle. Again, for cheaper than anything, Jazz Inc. But Jazz Inc. can't even get the fucking paint right on a fucking vehicle. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's my point. That's my point. We're not even talking about fancy mechanisms for Jazz Inc. We're not talking about that, right? Hot Toys had a fancy mechanism that came defective. Fine. You're going to tell me that Jazz Inc. can't even paint the fucking vehicle properly? What are we talking about here? That's a problem. That's what I mean. That's the one reason Hot Toys doesn't make one. Yeah, no, it's not. Well, number one, the fact that they're making the Bat Missile, kind of a fucking weird situation, but they're not done making vehicles. We're still going to get vehicles. It just, depends on what they feel like it is necessary for them. Because if you pay attention, what happened to Hot Toys' quarter scale line?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
What happened to the quarter scale? The last two items that I remember them coming out with was a Golden Mark III quarter scale and the Mark VI quarter scale. And the Mando, the last three. The Mando, the Mark III Golden, that was limited to, I think, whatever it was, 1,000 or 500. I think it was 500 pieces. And the Mark VI quarter scale. Where is your quarter scale line? We still need a Mark II quarter scale. We need the updated Spider-Man, which we already got to, but they made a new one. The black suit Spider-Man, remember from No Way Home when he turned his suit inside out? They made that quarter scale. Where is that? They're not even bothering with quarter scale because look how much 1/6 scale product they're making. Look how much is selling. Look how many exclusives they're making. Look how many limited pieces they're making back to back to back to back. Look how many pieces are ready to go, immediately shipping right after your announcement. Why would they need to be making vehicles in quarter scale? They're making all their money in the 1/6. 1/6 is way more popular. 1/6 is easier to collect. You can make room for 1/6 way easier than you can a 1/4 or what do you call it? Or a vehicle. So everything's on purpose. They don't just do shit to do shit. Everything, there's a reason why they do what they do. Moose Dream, I'm about to get a shark. Yeah, that shark. I don't know if it was him, but that shark. Oh, that thing looked beautiful. Fabs, you will be retarded. This guy. I get it now, Fabs. You think Hot Toys is a religion? No, not at all. I just know that Hot Toys is a great company with quality, with great prices, and that's why you're buying them. If they were garbage, you would be sticking to InArt only. If they were garbage, you'll be sticking to Jazz Inc. only. Now that Jazz Inc. is making the best figures in the world, you would be like, you know what? Hot Toys is garbage. Let me just go stick to Sideshow and Jazz Inc. But Hot Toys is king. That's why you're buying it. Okay, this has nothing to do with religion. It's if you don't want to be realistic because you want to be brain damaged, that's your choice. You can love all the garbage you want. Nobody's telling you that you can't. But if you want to be realistic and you want to see who's been around forever, 25 years making product better and better and better and better and better every single time, you can't say that about nobody else, then what are we talking about? Again, you don't have to think like me. You don't have to like what I like. This is all factual information, whether you like to hear it or not, whether you believe it or not. No other company in 1/6 is better than Hot Toys. Doesn't matter what anybody says. All you got to do is open your eyes and look. Very simple. If Hot Toys made a new vehicle, guaranteed, correct. That's most likely why they have slowed down. The moment we see a $999 price tag or a $1080 price tag or a $1050 price tag plus tax and shipping and tariff, forget it. Think about these massive boxes now with a tariff on top. Forget buying from Sideshow for a second. I just got my figures, and I told you guys this already. I got my figures from Jeremy Casa. Shout out to Jeremy, Plastic Heroes. My first tariff payment, obviously, Sideshow, we pay tariff directly to them. It's a different story. But this obviously came from UPS as well. And when they showed up, they're like, oh, we need a COD. I said, we mean. So I had to give my UPS driver a check of almost $80 for the tariff payment for these figures from Germany. So think about that. Let's say you get something from Germany, okay? And you got to pay that tariff out of pocket for the size of that box, for the weight of that box. How much you think that tariff is going to be? So I'm assuming that has to do with it, to a certain extent, I'm assuming, but yep. Correct. What's the last new vehicle Hot Toys has made? The last new vehicle was the DeLorean 3. And the reason why it's a smaller vehicle, right? It's compact. It's not long like the Batmobile. It's not, wide like the Tumbler. So I'm assuming that's what they did. And again, this was before the tariff bullshit anyway, so it was perfectly fine. They do that now. People are still going to buy, but that tariff is going to suck. No matter where you get it from, it's going to suck. Sideshow, third party, pop collectible, anybody, it's going to suck. So that's where we're at right now with the tariffs. Fabs, I'm not retarded, just special. A short bus special, a fancy mechanism. Brad, you're only special to you guys. 1/6 figures are way easier. No, absolutely no. Not only that, but as a collector too. Forget as a company. As a collector, it's easier for any of us to buy a 1/6 scale and make room for a 1/6 scale than to get a quarter scale, again, with these massive bases that they come with. Where are you putting this thing? Height alone takes up a lot of room. So where are you going? A lot of collectors, barely have any room to begin with. That's why you see them 4 details, 5 details, 6 details. That's their entire collection room. It's a wall with details, no less. Where are you putting a quarter scale? Where are you putting a vehicle? So that's what happens. So it's easier to collect 1/6 scale. And, and people in the community now are leaving 1/6 scale to go collect 1/12 scale. And they're blaming it on the fact that Hot Toys is, I'm losing passion of Hot Toys. So I'm getting into 1/12 because because you're broke. You're broke and you have no money. What do you mean you lost passion from Hot Toys? Hot Toys is the only one making fire every other week. What do you mean? But this is the bullshit that people say for other sheep to be like, oh, yeah, I'm tired of Hot Toys too. I don't want to get more Hot Toys. So bullshit. If you're getting out of Hot Toys, it's because you cannot afford Hot Toys, because nobody else is making what Hot Toys is making, even in 1/12. So if you hear in the community anywhere, I'm losing my passion for Hot Toys, they're getting blah, 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 so I'm getting into 1/12, just use your brain for one time, just one time, because I know a lot of people don't think in this community. Just use your brain one time, be like, I'm getting out of the only scale that's making fire left and right. but I'm losing passion. Why am I losing passion if they're the only scale making fire? Could it be the amount of money that I have to pay with the amount of announcements that I got to pay for constantly? So instead of saying I'm broke, I'm going to blame it on the company. And the only thing that tells you that the person's broke is telling you they're getting into a smaller scale. Oh, so your passion is alive with the 112, but the 1.6, your passion died. Oh, okay. Okay. I cannot afford Hot Toys and I collect Hot. A lot of us can't afford Hot Toys. A lot of us. Me included. Because if I could afford it like I used to, I would have everything right now. I can't. So I can't even afford it. And I still buy as much as possible and I can't afford it. So don't sit there and try to gaslight people into, I lost my passion for the 1.6 Hot Toys. So I'm going to get into 112 because I'm a broke ass. Fuck out of here. People are leaving the 1.6 community because it's becoming too toxic. I wonder they got that idea. No, it has nothing to do with toxic. It has nothing to do with toxic because I'm collecting Hot Toys. What is toxicity doing to me in this community?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
I'm collecting Hot Toys every day. Where's the toxicity affecting me?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
I still can't afford everything, and I'm still collecting Hot Toys. Where's the toxicity affecting me?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
It's bullshit. If you're going to sit there and say, I'm getting out of the community and the hobby because of the toxicity, you're a bitch who were never meant to be here anyway, and that's a lie. You're using something else to justify the fact that you can't afford your figures. And I'm going to tell you why. If the case is that it is toxic, right? Like you're saying, why to buy anything in your life, right? Why? If the case is toxicity, like you're saying, why do you need to get involved with anybody in the community?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Why do you feel the need to be in any group talking shit, looking for toxicity to buy anything?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Why can't you be like, you know what? I love my Hot Toys. Fuck this community. Fuck this toxicity. I'm going to get off social media, which is where the toxicity comes from, and let me still collect my figures that I love so much.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
So that makes absolutely no sense. And that's what I mean. You can look for any angle to justify not being able to afford figures. That's your problem. You're not going to blame it on the community. The community, just like anywhere else in the world, you can look for toxicity. You can find toxicity. Why would somebody being toxic affect your life? That makes no sense. That's my point. So you want to believe what people are telling you. Oh, toxic. That's your problem. Believe it. It is what it is. But don't sit there and saying, well, people are getting out because of toxic. That's retarded to even say. So you're going to tell me I got to stop my life because somebody in a Hot Toys group was being mean. Think about the logic in that. Just think for a second.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
This is what we deal with in the community. Shit that logically makes absolutely no sense. Because if you love Hot Toys and I love my Hot Toys, man. I love this community. But there's so much toxicity, so I'm going to just stop collecting because somebody's hurting my feelings. What the fuck are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense. Because again, you could just leave the social media behind. If that's the toxicity is the real problem, delete your fucking account. Deactivate your fucking account. All you need to do is go sideshow.com, google.com. Let's see what Hot Toys is up to today. You don't need to look at nobody's comment. You don't need to talk to nobody. So it is bullshit to even say that people are leaving because of toxicity. Again, people can say that all they want. That's not the case at all. Guaranteed. Hello, my name is Ernesto and I am broken. Again, it has nothing to do with that. We'll buy what we love. We will do whatever we need to do to buy what we love. We will save up whatever money. We will use payment plans to buy what we love. Who the hell's going to sit there? Oh, I got to get out of here because they're being toxic. I got to go, guys. No more collecting for me. That's retarded. It makes no sense. I'm not saying. The toxicity is in those groups, certain YouTube channels. Exactly. So don't sit there talking about people are leaving toxicity. Stop watching toxic people. Stop going to toxic people. Very simple. It is very simple. So again, for anybody to say and defend that idea that people are leaving due to toxicity is retarded. It is retarded. Because if you're really about collecting and you love it so much and you don't want to leave because of toxicity, guess what? There are many things you could do to mind your business and still collect. Like I did for years. Nobody knows anything about me because I was collecting without getting involved in these groups or in these YouTube channels forever. That's why I have the collection I have. I've never said, oh, toxicity stopped me from collecting, because it has nothing. You're collecting for yourself, not for nobody else. So for you to be in the group talking shit and getting fucking embarrassed or getting, picked on or whatever, and you call that toxicity, guess what? Don't go there. Very simple. It's a very quick fix. But no, everybody wants to blame everybody else for their own fucking problems. That's fucking retarded. That's why it doesn't even make sense. One can just pause collecting without saying a word. Thank you. Thank you. People do this shit for attention. People do this shit just to get attention. Oh, guy, everybody's being mean, so I'm out of here. Bye. Nobody needed to know this. Just disappear, and guess what? Nobody will ever know you even existed. It is that simple. So get the fuck out of here with that toxicity bullshit. Guess I'm not social enough to experience. Thank you. Thank you, Ron. And Ron, I can tell you this. Ron is in my group at least, which I appreciate. So thank you, Ron. Always in the groups, liking stuff, always commenting. My group, at least I don't know any other group. I don't go in any other group besides OSR. That's the only other group I post in. Where's the toxic? Not in my group, at least. So where are you looking for toxicity? Where are you finding toxicity? You're going to places that are toxic. So if you're looking at places that are toxic, you're going to be in a toxic environment. So what do you mean? So that's what I'm saying, Moose. That's what I'm saying, Moose. The ones finding the toxicity are the ones that are bullshit. Exactly. Because they're looking for the drama. They're looking to see what's being said. They're looking to see who's lying to them the most. Because that's all it is. That's all you guys watch is lying sacks of shit everywhere. Everybody's a lying sack of shit. And everybody's, oh, yeah, give me more lies, you sack of shit. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, let me super chat you, you sack of shit, you lying sack of shit. I love your lies. Let me super chat you. Yo, it is fucking retarded. It is fucking retarded. I'm still here. I love talking about figures and vehicles that I like. I like a Home Depot Star Wars fig, but Home Depot Star Wars, but not for $300. In our shield, yo, it's crazy. I'm telling you, it is crazy. All right, let's continue. We're not done. So here we got that shot. We did that one already. So here it is again. So all three together, right? This is the original one. Look how different the old Han looks compared to the new one. Way, way different. Look, even the wrist. The wrist don't even really have the ball joint as much as this one does. A little bit more seamless than this one. But as long as you cover it with the jacket, it is what it is. But again, the cockpit, I'm telling you, they could make it at this point. Absolutely. It'll be $300 or $400. It won't be a humongous box at that. It doesn't have to be humongous. So it could be affordable, most likely. So that's what I'm saying. Again, I don't think it's coming still at all, but it would be epic at this point to get, this figure. But again, it should have, if it were going to be made, it should have been made already for the double pack of Han and Chewie from, A New Hope, which was one of the things they showed. They showed him actually inside the Millennium Falcon, sitting with Luke and all that stuff. So that's why I don't think it's coming, Bad Gadget, welcome.
Hello!
I'm sure that women over 60 in the Indian club has more toxicity and wants to drop a stitch in your. Can you imagine? Yo, it's crazy. That's what I mean. It is insane. It is insane what people will say in this community. It is insane how nobody takes responsibility for their own issues in the community. They're real quick to blame everybody else for their bullshit. Yo, just say, you know what? I don't want to buy this shit no more because I can't afford it. Bye. And again, you don't even have to say that because nobody's going to give a fuck. Anybody in this community disappears, nobody's going to be like, yo, where is that guy? Nobody gives a fuck. And like I told you, even when it comes down to your collection, okay? People get new figures. Oh, look, my new figure. People like, people comment. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody. So, for anybody to think that they have to be validated by a community or else it's toxic, grow a pair and then come back. I feel like if they made a gantry, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly correct. Absolutely, this could be made, and it's a very easy thing to make. There's nothing fancy about this. This is one massive piece of plastic with some stick-on details, and that's it. So there's nothing so intricate here. There's nothing fancy here, right? All these wires looks like C-3PO's waist wires, right? So it's just about the detail of all that stuff, but it's not like, oh, you got opening compartments and you got hinges and you got doors. Nothing. But can they do it? Absolutely. It's just, do I think it's coming? Probably not, which it would be perfect now, but probably not. And then last but not least, we got a couple shots from, I forget the painter's name. Jin. I believe his name is Jin. Again, gorgeous paint. Look, you see the scar there. Like I said, I think an Indiana Jones should be made. A DH version should be made with this head sculpt. This thing is immaculate. So this thing doesn't get any better. I don't know, I don't know how they're going to top this head sculpt with anything else, which, like I'm saying, most likely is just going to be reused with a slightly, open mouth to make him look like he's talking or whatever. But this is epic. This is epic. And last but not least, guys, we got a release. We got the 104th Battalion Wolfpack Clone Trooper. Which, again, you guys know my favorite clone is Commander Wolf. I can't wait for him. I love his missing eye. I have it by Sideshow. Great looking figure. Like I said, my favorite looking one. As you can see already, we get Phase 2 helmet, Phase 1 helmet. Again, nothing new here, just the repaint, same exact. Look how badass that looks. Oh, you got 3. 1, 2, 3 helmets, it looks like. Unless they're 3 different figures, I don't know. But beautiful. You got the jetpack fire. Look at that. Beautiful. Again, this is nothing new here besides the paint and the logo on the helmet. This weapon, nothing new. We already got this about 3 times already. This one we already got. This one we already got every single time. So this one we already got how many times already? So again, nothing new about any of this. Same, underbody, same black under outfit. That's it. Besides the helmets, so you can see the articulations all the same. The poses are all the same. Weapons are all the same. But again, these are always exciting. These troopers are always exciting. Especially Sean. Sean loves these things. He gets like 15 of each. So here's a B2. Look how badass that looks. So they're great look. And obviously you guys know I love my gray, so that's why Wolf is my favorite. This is probably gonna have to wait. I probably won't get these anytime soon, but the Commander Wolf is on pre-order 100% because that's my shit. But look at that, beautiful. Again, the backpack, we've got that plenty of times before with clone troopers. The plain white ones came with the from episode 2, I believe, came with that backpack. Again, not the only ones, but those are the ones that come to mind first. Here's another B2 super droid. Look how badass that looks, holding the 2 weapons. That's the RPG, the rocket launcher. Again, the basic weapon. This is the long weapon. Here's the RPG again. So again, nothing new here. Look, you could do the jetpack look, or you could do the backpack. That's cool. So this is why you need at least 3 of these bad boys for the helmets, if you care for that, or the the jetpack or the backpack. See, beautiful. Really, really nice. Again, very basic as always, but really, really cool. Anybody excited for this? Let me know if you're excited for this. Because I want to know who's getting this stuff. And if you haven't hit the like, please guys hit the like button. Thank you guys for being here. I feel like they made a gantry. Yeah, no, I read that. This cup, yep, thing is beautiful. No, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. You're the best, like I said, the best yet. We got to see what's after this. You guys see, when the Hoth version comes out, what's gonna be, what that's gonna look like. Like I said, I would be perfectly okay with them reusing it because it looks great. I don't think they will. If they made this beautiful head sculpt now, you better believe they made a second one for the new one, like they did, the Anakin and all that stuff. Or again, they could just reuse it. For whatever reason, it's not going to be a problem. Don't be a Corona, aliens. Don't be a Corona, aliens are real. Don't be a Corona. I don't get it, Bob. Getting 6 of this trooper to, oh my God. Eric, send me some. Selfish. No way in hell I am moving resources to get these troopers right now. Still need, that's what I'm saying. Correct. I did, like I told you guys, Clone Wars for me is in the back burner. Obviously, Savage Opress is coming, right? Head sculpts are coming. No, that's Anakin from Ahsoka. I was gonna say Anakin's coming too, but no, the Clone Wars stuff for me right now. Echo and 5, those are head sculpts. I'm not even looking at those because there's way more, way better stuff at least. And when I say better, I mean for me, because obviously some people who love Clone Wars, to them, that's the better shit. So I just say for me, where's X-3? Those are coming, those are coming 100%. You better believe it. Those are going to be very exciting releases. Those figures are going to be really nice. I can't wait for that. 100%. 100%. All right, who's not getting the wolf pack? Let me know. If you don't want to talk to me, I'm out of here. X23 payment plan just started hitting. Oh, so there you go. So it's how many months, Bob? 5 months? Yeah, Wolf. That's what I'm saying. That Wolf looks beautiful. And again, Sideshow's Wolf is my shit. That is a beautiful figure. Those bodies are crappy, but that head sculpt is super badass to me. So Wolf I had to pre-order because that's my favorite one. But this I didn't get. Pack will have to wait. Yeah. No, and that sucks. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, like I want everything. That's what's killing me now is, not being able to get everything like I used to. It's very painful. And again, shout out to Michael C again. Because of people like that, helping me get figures, I would even be even more backed up, but he's on top of my shit, which I appreciate very much because, like I said, nobody else really gives a shit about my stuff. He's pretty much, the one that right away he knew that I needed that Ant-Man. I didn't ask him, hey, and I have asked him for, for figures, but I didn't say like, oh, yo, get me. He just went out of his way. So awesome. The clones look awesome, but I have to hold myself back for John Wick and the new Han just threw. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. And another thing, the amount of money on pre-orders left and right. You know how painful that. When we get 3 announcements, 4 announcements in a day. Those that are ready to ship. All those you spend $150 on deposits. You could pay half of a figure with all that deposit money. So that's painful too. That's very painful too. Where's my Deadpool and civilian clothes? I'm telling you, I thought that thing was going to be made 100%. I don't know. I think it's still, I mean, the thing is, would anybody buy that? Now with the head sculpt, it would be epic to get that figure. I told you guys, I was like, oh, they're making this. They have to make this. With the head sculpt, absolutely. Easy money. Plain clothes on the Deadpool head sculpt? What? What do you mean? Give it like I said, a fake, magnetic wig, which we're getting all the time, with the new, Anakin, right? With the sculpted version with the 2 hair. They could do that all day long. But are they going to get into it? That's the problem. But I would buy that in a heartbeat. Yeah, that would be cool. No, absolutely. I said they were gonna make it because once they made the head sculpt, I'm like, why wouldn't they? That would be right. It would have to be slightly open mouth at least to give it a little difference. But at this point, I don't know. All right, guys. So we'll see. I don't know if Mike's gonna be here again. Last week he didn't, he didn't show up. He didn't even tell me he wasn't coming. I never know if Mike's coming until he shows up. He doesn't, I don't understand. I don't know if he understands decency or like a text like, hey, by the way, I'm not gonna make it tonight. I don't think he operates that way. I don't think his brain operates that way. I don't think he understands what the word decency is. But I had no idea he wasn't going to show up, and I sent him the link last week. He hasn't said a word. I don't know if he's alive, but that's Michael for you. So we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see if he shows up. So hopefully we have something to talk about. If you have some topics you want to get into, if you have some questions you want to ask tomorrow, make sure you bring them in case he doesn't show up again, because we just got to go over. He's got to go over, the announcements and releases from last week that he was supposed to go over last week, and he didn't. So we'll see what happens. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you